Yeah, hi everybody. As we're going to see, there are two major philosophical traditions that come to us from the West. One is that of the rationalists, and they're going to follow Plato, and the other would be the empiricists, and they're going to follow Aristotle. Okay, so the rationalists think that it is the human mind that is the source of knowledge, and the empiricists are going to say that it is the five senses that would be the source of knowledge. Okay, so Plato's going to say that all we have to do is basically just sit in an armchair, maybe in one of these condos. You know, we just sit in an armchair, make some coffee, and we can think our way to the truth. Okay, and this in large part has to do with his view that everything we already pretty much know is already inside of us, and we just have to kind of rediscover it because we've forgotten it all. We'll get to that in a bit. And Aristotle's going to say that, you know, we have to get up out of the chair and we have to come down to the beach and, you know, watch the waves crash on the sand. You know, we got to watch the pelicans soar gracefully above the waves. We got to smell the sea salt. We got to smell the suntan lotion. And by putting two and two together, by following the bouncing ball, we can arrive at something like knowledge. Okay? So Plato's going to use the mind to think his way to truth, and Aristotle's going to use the five senses to do it. Okay? So about half of the philosophical tradition is going to follow Plato, and the other half is going to follow Aristotle. Okay? And those who follow Plato will come to be known as the continental rationalists. We'll meet them in a bit. And the other half that will follow Aristotle will be known as the British empiricists. And we'll get to them in a bit too. Okay? So the mind versus the five senses. The rationalists on the one hand and the empiricists on the other. Okay? So, you know, the rationalists are going to distrust the five senses because the five senses can deceive us, right? I mean, look at that. It appears to be the case that the Earth is flat, but, you know, we all know the Earth is a sphere. So, you know, Plato would say that the senses are deceiving us. That's why we have to turn to the mind, okay? Or, you know, it looks like there's a body of water up ahead here on the beach, you know, but it could be a mirage, right? It's just a mirage. So, you know, the senses can deceive us, okay? I think I might hear it raining outside, but it's just, you know, a street sweeper. Some guy sweeping the streets that I mistook for raindrops, right? Okay? So sources of knowledge, the mind, the senses. We'll look at a few others down the road, okay? One could be intuition, one could be divine revelation. There are other sources, but we'll take that as it comes, okay? So keep that in mind, rationalism versus empiricism, the continental rationalists and the British empiricists. And we'll meet a guy named Immanuel Kant who's going to synthesize those two traditions into this great synthesis. The great synthesizer, as Kant is known as, okay? So everybody have a great week, and we'll meet up for another round of philosophy talk at Iowa Western. We'll talk soon.